To call the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 New York Yankees.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, we give you a look at A.J. Hinch's Astros lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Jose Altuve heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Pitch of the night is looked at for ball one as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
In the second spot tonight, right fielder
Josh Reddick will stand in now, and you'd have to say he was one of the real bright spots in the division series.
And here in October, this is when you want your guys to really find their stride. And you're right, Matty. He was outstanding in getting them into this LCS.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Gloved by Castro. Throw gets him, 2 down.
batting third, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Gray into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. It's swung on and hit in the air. Judd sprinting after it. And that retires the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have
Leading
their
off
hands
for the
full with
Yankees.
Brett Gardner. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Striding into the box, Didi Gregorius. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter.
Here's Starlin Castro. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Grounded back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judd. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Two strike deliveries in the dirt, 1-2 now.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Gary Sanchez will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 New York. George Springer makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4. So striding in, George Springer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ray sets. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Judd is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, as that'll square things at 1-1.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Castro is there for it, and that's the third out. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom. Aaron Judd is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Didi Gregorius strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. And the throw will go to second as they get the 4th out. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
And this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Starlin Castro digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AP right here, guys.
And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Verlander pauses. Here's the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. McCann corrals it, throw to first, and that gets him out of the jam. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from game. Carlos Beltran will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2.
Man, I don't know what he's waiting for. That one was even more down the middle than the last one was.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And reined in, one away. Josh Reddick will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hicks is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Carlos Correa will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Liner toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. Here comes Beltran around third. And a relay home, and he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. Astros leave 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Aaron Judd gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
That evens it up 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter,
Gary Sanchez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1.
Boy, we've seen a lot of guys be late on that fastball tonight, and I think that all comes from being a little over-aggressive.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Hit in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
the batter.
2 away now in the Yankees' 6th, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the 3rd baseman. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. George Springer We'll come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their games. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
Leading off for Houston,
Alex Bergman will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. He's got to keep that top hand calm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Into the seats, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Bird is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
the batter, number 15. Designated hitter
Dylan Betances will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Carlos Beltran will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Betances sets. Here's the 1-2. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 27.
Jose Altuve will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. He's set. Here it comes. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve. 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Bird has got it, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're down 2-1. Didi Gregorius strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Into the windup and the pitch. In there, strike 1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gonzalez giving chase. 1 down.
The batter,
Starlin
second
Castro
baseman.
gets another crack
Starlin
right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Springer moves over, 2 gone.
The right fielder,
Aaron
number 99.
Judd will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. He's still on the short end of a 2-1 score. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to baseball on the show from right here in the Big Apple. Leading off the inning, Josh Reddick. They'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Betances is ready. First pitch on its way. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Frazier is there. 1 away.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, as the Astros have bounced back to tie this 1-2.
Boy, what a huge home run late in this ballgame to tie it up. And you know who knew it was a home run before the hitter did? It was the pitcher. He knew as soon as it left his hand.
Here's George Springer. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Comes set with the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ground ball left side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Marwin Gonzalez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming on for it is Hicks. And that ends the inning. So not a... Gary Sanchez strides in to lead us off here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet. So we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman,
Todd Frazier. Ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
designated hitter, Chase Headley.
Chase Headley is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 2-2. David Robertson will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame.
Number 30, David Robertson.
Uriel will come on now to start things out in the 10th. And you have to figure the momentum is swirling on their side after the manner in which that 9th inning went down.
Yeah, just a great comeback to tie the game in the top of the 9th, followed by putting up a 0 in the bottom half. This is a ball club that just won't quit out there, and they're going to keep fighting until the last out.
Robertson pauses. Here he comes 0-1. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
He is fired up as he heads down to first base. He is now the go-ahead run, looking to put his team ahead.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. High and deep to right center field. Hicks going back, still going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay throw, and he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
You know, I wasn't quite sure where this ball was going to come down. You can see he just drives this one up into the night sky. During the daytime, maybe it's out of here, but at night, this one's going to bounce off the base of the wall, and he's able to cruise into second with a well-hit double.
Standing in now, Alex Bergman rounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run. And more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
And that misses 2-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes a called third strike, and no help there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 1 away now.
That's a huge strikeout right here. Guy in scoring position. He's not out of this inning yet, but that's going to go a long ways towards getting him there. Look at how he's fired up about it.
And there's ball 4, so the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
So bases are loaded, nowhere to put him with 1 away. And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And that's in there for strike 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit in the air to left. After it is Gardner. And he makes the catch for the second out. The relay. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Well, there you go. That's all he's looking to do. Get one airborne here. Now that they've got the lead, they can turn their sights towards the bottom half with a chance to wrap this one up.
Josh Reddick will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. This is hit softly to third. And they'll extend the lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 4-2.
Oh, you know that one's got to hurt. You've got 2 outs. You make a pretty good pitch right there. The guy doesn't get very good wood on it, but he's just strong enough to muscle it out there to pick up the 2-out RBI.
Your attention,
Jordan
please.
Montgomery
Now
brought in
pitching for the
from the
Yankees.
bullpen as he inherits
Number
a tough
47,
spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Montgomery.
Carlos Correa will get another crack at it here as we flash you back to the 9th inning. This solo home run was a big one as it helped to get us to where we are now in the extra innings. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. 0-2, here it comes. Smoke toward third. Frazier's up with it. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. So now we'll see. Leading off the inning, Greg Bird. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Francisco Liriano will try to wrap things up here and save things in the bottom of the 10th.
Francisco Liriano.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
I think he needs to cut down on his swing a bit, get a little more compact because he ain't going to be touching those fastballs.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. Chop foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got it in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Brett Gardner stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And Liriano with the tough slider there for strike 1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
To first, to his right, Gurriel, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason.